Good morning and welcome to another day of Garage Workouts, your garage, your gym. We've been working hard, we've been doing all kinds of different functional dynamic exercises through the past week, maybe couple of weeks, without a proper time to just give ourselves more time to stretch. So today we're gonna do stretch. We're gonna start with a little bit of a warm-up, just to get the blood flowing, and then we are going to stretch. Very simple, dynamic stretch, and we're just gonna go over different parts of our body to just get ready to start another week with our garage workouts. So with that being said, let's just start moving those legs up and down and move those arms in circles. We're gonna do this for about a minute, just to, get the blood flowing up and down. Just move those legs around, open up the hips. Very good. Little bit of a stretch. Little bit of range of motion is always good. They go hand to hand together and they work perfectly fine. Now let's go out and in. Out and in. And here. Okay. All right. Swimmers. One arm first. And let's do the other one. Just a few times. Very good. Hug yourself. This is ballistic stretching. Also good for a warm-up. Yeah, warming up all that body. Let's move those arms in circles. Again, a little bit of circles. All right. So we're gonna do a little bit different today. What we're gonna start with a little bit of active stretch, kind of like warming us up. So right here, look, I pull my knees up, right there. By the way, check out my disclaimer on the page and also on this workout. Just go to the description below and that will tell you my disclaimer. So I'm a personal trainer. I'm doing this only for education purposes. That's it. If you're doing this on your own, you are doing it at your own risk. If you're watching this, it's okay to watch, it's okay to have it as a guide, but if you do it, you're doing it at your own risk. If you're starting with a workout program, I will suggest to hire a professional that can help you. If you've never worked out before, or you're just restarting, I will suggest to do that. You heard that? So this is the active stretch. I'm just, pulling and moving my body a little bit. Okay, so today, we usually do this at the end. Today we're gonna do it almost at the beginning because we already started, but we're gonna do this. I want to crack my back and lose all that vertebra before I start stretching it. So I'm gonna start with this. Oh, yeah. It's already popping. Very good. Okay. Let's bring this down a little more. Let's work a little bit more on the lower part of my back. just tenderizing the muscles. Now going on one side. This is good for the lower back, the lumbars. Now I'm gonna go to the left lumbar. All right. I'm gonna go this way here, and I'm gonna start working just on the right lumbar. I'm reducing the pressure a little bit because I don't want to overwhelm that muscle, but I want to move and tenderize it. So good. Now we do the other side. Just spending a little more time than usual here. One more time. Okay, good. All right. Now I'm going to do glutes. Now look, I'm going to work a little bit more on my right side. Right there. Right there. And the other side. Alrighty, now we're gonna go right under the legs. Awesome. Now I'm gonna go a little bit on one side on the IT band. And now I do the other side IT band. I'm gonna go behind the knees. This is important. This is where everything linked together when they attach those muscles behind the in the back of the leg, right? On the back of the leg, they attach right there, the calves to the hamstrings, through your tendons and ligaments. Oof. They attach and it hurts. Yesterday we worked our calves, so I feel a little bit of soreness right there. So this definitely helps loosen that up. Okay. I'm gonna go in a little bit. I'm gonna go out a little bit on the outer side of the calf. Now go in the center. Roll a little longer rolls. All right, okay. Now I'm going to do my hamstrings. So go right here. Hamstrings. Just trying to go through the full length of it, all the way up, all the way down. And now we're going to go back to the sides and work right in here. This works also the IT band, but on the inner part of it, not the outer part like we did when we were sitting on the rumble roller. Now I do the other side. Right here. Right there. That's for the IT band. Oof, feels really good. Okay, awesome. Now, chest. So this is just a longer version of what we usually do. I said in the past that I will do a workout just using the rumble roller, and I will, but not today. But today I'm just giving you a little bit more of what you can do with the rumble roller. There is really so much you can do with this. Right there. Just. Now I'm gonna roll a little bit on my shoulders. So I don't need a lot of resistance, so I just control the amount of resistance I put on the shoulder. Right there. That shoulder, a little bit of my arm. Alright, now we do the other side, very similar. Right here. Notice that I'm not using all my body weight on it, I'm controlling the amount of pressure that I'm putting over there. Alright. Okay, so let's put this back. Alright, so we're gonna do three sets of each one today. So kind of like, loose up, stretch, elongate. So that's what we're gonna do. Loose, stretch, elongate, LSE, okay? So let's start with the regular salutations. We go up, and all the way down, and then slowly roll back up. One more time, we go up, inhale, exhale. It feels really good when you roll back up, just because I already popped my back, so all my vertebrae is kind of like loose. So it feels really good. Inhale, exhale all the way down, and slowly roll back up. You see that the routine is gonna be super simple, major muscle groups basically. And after we did our rumble roller, but we're gonna repeat this 3 times. So you see it's a very simple, basic, overall foundational routine, what we're doing today. We usually do these exercises every day. We're just dedicating a little bit more time to each one. One more time. It's important, very important to stretch at least once a week. I don't put a lot of stretching on my videos. I mean, we do it, but we do it like, every 10, 12 days sometimes a week, depending, what's the mood, what's going on. But I do stretch every single day for after a workout that we do on our videos, of course. It's about 8 minutes, something like that, 8-10 minutes probably. But besides that, I do train jiu-jitsu and I stretch every time I train. We will stretch for at least 20 minutes. So if you put 20 minutes, at night, plus sometimes in the morning when we train mornings, but 20 minutes plus the 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes that I do here, it's about 28 minutes per day. Of course, there are some days that I don't practice jiu-jitsu, but I do it at least 4 times a week. So that means that 4 times a week I'm stretching at least 28 minutes. Plus I do this, I go to the gym with my wife at least once a week. So we also stretch over there. So I keep my stretching going. So this is what is in the video is good, but it's not all that you you want to do. You want to do probably a little more than that. All right. Let's go to the ground, to the floor, and we're gonna do cat dogs. Okay, this is good for your spine, especially after the rumble roller. Inhale, exhale, and stretch right there. Inhale, exhale. Let's go back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And number 3, inhale, exhale. And then inhale, exhale. Awesome. So now look, we're going to do 2 moves. We're going to go here to child pose. To cobra. Super simple. Child pose for number 2. To cobra again. And child pose for number 3. To cobra, number 4. Well, number 3 actually. Because it's 3 and 3. All right. Now we're gonna do 2 more. We're gonna go from child pose to camel. Okay, so we go back, child pose. To camel. Right here and back. Back to child pose. To camel again. And the last one, back to child pose. To camel, last time. All right. Now we're gonna do side to side shoulder stretch on child pose. So what we do is we go here and we stretch one side of the arm. It's kind of like a little twist. Now we stretch the other. Let's do it again. One side. The other. And the last one side. The last 2, of course. And the other. Very good. Now I'm going to sit, stretch my quads right there. Got a little crump, so let's put this together. Let's sit right there. Kneel right there. Little crump. That happens because of the pressure and lack of blood. When you sit right here, you're kind of like lacking a little bit of blood flow. and with no blood flow, usually, you get a cramp. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna use the chair. We're just gonna stretch now on our legs. So first, let's do this one here. Inhale, exhale. Back, inhale, exhale. And again, slowly. Inhale, exhale. Alrighty. Inhale, exhale, breathing, super important. Alright, now we're going to separate those feet right here. Good, and we're going to stretch on one side first. Something got in my eye, of course, always happens. Maybe some little dust or something. Inhale, exhale, the other side. Back to the center, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Awesome. Now right here, we are going to go up and down butterflies. Butterflies are good. It's like the butterfly routine. So I'll do it right here so you can see better. Alright, so now look, I'm gonna grab underneath, I'm gonna pull and try to stretch forward. This is really good for the inner thighs and the hip bones. Now we switch, inhale, exhale and stretch. Very good. Grab your ankles, inhale, exhale. You're gonna pull and push your knees down with your elbows, right there. Awesome, now look, I'm gonna grab here, and I'm gonna move these in circles. Just a little bit of range of motion. In one direction, now I do the other direction. Alright, now same deal with the other leg. In one direction, and in the other direction. Okay, now we're gonna put the legs right behind our heads. No, I'm just kidding. Not doing that. Well, you can if you can do it. Just grab it and just pull it all the way back behind your head. All right. Okay. So inhale, exhale again. Inhale, exhale. Awesome. All right. So now we're gonna go into these ones here. Right there. Stretch all these side here. One. And now two. Once we get on top of our knees, we want to kind of like want to twist towards the other direction, like right here. Let's do it again. 1. Stretch all these muscles on that side. Feels really good. And down. Now we go this way. That's 2. 1 more time. 1. And 2. Awesome. Now we switch to the other side. So right here. 1. Stretch all that side over there on the obturator ligaments. The SC joint, the psoas muscle, the psoas right there. You can feel it right here, and let's twist. Let me go back a little more to that side. Twist there. Okay, let's do it again. Right here. Yeah, that really stretches the psoas. I can feel it right there. Oof, really good. Awesome stretch. Now, twist. And one more time. Right here. That's 1. And now, down there. That's 2. Awesome. Okay, now we're almost at the end. So we're gonna go back here. I'm gonna do just a simple stretch, like a torso twist on the floor. We're gonna just stay here. We don't have to do 3 sets of this one. Just stay there, let your body settle. Breathe. Just get loose, let your body settle. Alright, now we do the other side, same deal. Right here. Back, and I let my body settle. You have to stay here for at least 45 seconds to a minute and just relax the body. Stay there, breathe. All the way in, all the way out. Alright, so now we're gonna plug. Yeah. We're just gonna spend a little more time in here today. Inverted. And now, let's roll. Alrighty, awesome. Awesome workout, awesome stretch. So very simple, major muscle groups. We just wanted to, get a nice, today is Sunday, so it's a nice Sunday stretch today. Tomorrow, we go back to our regular routines. I think that we're gonna start with working with some shoulders and legs. So that's probably gonna be the first workout, but we'll see. You know, I don't wanna predict anything that I'm not sure what we're gonna do. So, because right now we are not working with the guy, we're creating the guy. Okay, as I used to have my guides over there that we have done in the past, just following them. We run out of those, so now I'm just coming up with the exercises for the day, and after we do it, I create and I put that on my new guide. So we have more stuff to do. All right, well, don't forget to share the video, like the video, you know, subscribe, and this can get to more people that may need this more than you and me, so I encourage you to do that, and I will see you on our next workout. With that, peace, and happy Sunday.